Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. A few weeks ago, I did a whole review of everything I could grab at the Chanel Beauty Boutique from the Fall-Winter collection. But there were a few things missing, and I was able to pick those up. So we're going to talk about them today. I was able to pick up both shades of the Douceur Equinox Blushes. They're so lovely. So I thought we would look at them and try them on and talk about them today. It's very rare that I do a part two. It does happen that when a big collection is released, sometimes a few of the little pieces of it fall through the cracks. But as I've been saying to people lately, it's like even when Chanel has something that could be, by some, considered gimmicky, it's still glorious. They can't even do gimmicky, you know? It's like Coco Chanel in her faux jewelry and her fake pearls that she preferred to wear. She did it right somehow. So we have these, I've already reviewed, lovely eyeshadow palettes. And you would think, oh, that's a gimmick with the gold. Yeah, but it's luscious. And I reviewed the loose pigment eyeshadows. I finally have it all down below so you can click on it and get it all finally. Lipstick shades. I've already done that review. But so many people were so disappointed because the blushes were supposed to be with the collection and they weren't at the time, but they've since become available. So like I said, I rarely do a follow-up, but I think this was worthy of it, right? And it's so hard, you know, you can argue with people back and forth with Chanel. People are like, they get their master's degree in Chanel. So you say it's fall, winter 2023, and people say, no, it's Equinox 2023. It's kind of, so let's just say it's fall, winter, Equinox. That's kind of how we'll call it. And Douceur meaning like a sweetness, like almost like a candy blush. And they're certainly exquisite. There are two shades, and I just thought we would try them on and swatch them and just have fun with them because they're so pretty that they can't be ignored. But I will link down below the video I did previously with all the others, and I am wearing everything from the other collections, or the little bits of this as it's trickled in from Chanel. So the first shade, we have two shades. Each of them is $65. Two shades. I've got both of them here. This is the Beige and Coral right there. And then we have the Beige, Rosé, and Mauve. See that there? And they're lovely. I mean, you know, they have the big interlocking CCs from Chanel. And as much as you'd like to say that's gimmicky, it's gorgeous is what it is. The whole principle behind these two blushes is that there's an intense shade, obviously, paired with a much more delicate shade. They say kind of like an equinox that you would have in the fall. And they say that was Mademoiselle Coco Chanel's favorite season. So it really does work. And it works with the rest of the collection. As you see, I am looking very autumnal, wearing the bits of the collection that I have already reviewed. And I wore the lipstick because they have the new lipstick. And I wore that as a stain and put a gloss over it. I really like it like that. Okay, so let's talk about these two shades and then we'll swatch them in two different lights and try them on. The other thing I'm going to feature today is the included brushes. So we've been talking about this a lot on this channel. A lot of people say in really luxury makeup, the included brushes are actually not throwaway. They're fantastic. And so I've been working with them a lot more rather than tossing them to the side and replacing them with my, you know, natural hair Japanese artisanal brushes. We've been using them. So we'll do that today with the blush brush as well. But just in case, I've also brought some Sonia G's over. You know I can't be that confident. Okay, so these do come with the brushes, and we're going to look at the intense and delicate shade. Okay, so let's start with the Beige and Coral. First of all, how pretty is that? And really what you would do, they have these embossed leaves, by the way, autumnal leaves on there. Look at that. Just look at that. That's the first shade. And I suppose you can pick and choose a little bit how you use it, but really they're going to just kind of blend together, and I'll just show you what that shade looks like when blended together. It's a really pretty, almost coral shade. Take a look at that there. Get that a little bit darker for you. And we'll try that on the cheeks as well. And then coming over to our Beige, Rosé, and Mauve. This one is my favorite, actually. Let me use a clean finger to swatch that for you. Same floral, or leaf, I should say, applique on the palette. Isn't that beautiful? And they're so different, too. I really like that. You know, we have kind of a plum and kind of a coral. You're going to find one that you like very much. Let's take those same shades outside into the warm California sunshine. We have the beige and coral on the left and the beige, rosé, and mauve on the right, or mauve, depending on how you want to say it. Let's start by using the included brush, and we're going to just go over this. We're going to put the beige and coral here on the left side of my face. I guess that would be your right. And I have coated the brush. I will put it on very normally, and then I will exaggerate it so you can see the shade better. So right now I'm just kind of using the brush to just gently put it onto the skin, and it does work really well. Another hit for the included brush. And that's really pretty and not overdone. I have some, I'm going to do the same on this side with the brush that comes in this side. This is the non-overdone version of the beige, rosé, and mauve. Does work, the included brush. I got to tell you, I am a devotee and a brush snob, and I got to tell you, it does work. So here is a non-exaggerated version. Some of you have told me in my blush videos that you got to see it exaggerated so you really know what the shade will look like, and others feel that's too clownish. So this is slightly overdone, I would say, just slightly, but this is a good kind of representation of an everyday amount to wear. And then let's overdo this side first. This is the beige, rosé, and mauve side, and I will just kind of really pack it on. I will say this little brush does work. I mean, if you're traveling, I hate to say it as a brush snob, but there'll be no need to bring your brushes. Now, can you isolate the shades? And I mean, you know, do whatever you want. I don't think I would bother. I think the whole point is that it's a beautiful design. Okay, and I am very much overdoing it. Very much. So you're going to see what that really looks like, way overdone. And we'll do the same with the first shade, the beige and coral. I'm going to way overdo it for you guys to see. Way too much. But that way everybody gets to see it and get an idea of how it will look on their skin, or if you're a makeup artist, on your client's skin. Way overdone. I kind of like this side overdone, actually. Usually I say I promise I won't wear it out that way, but I actually kind of like that. Okay, so now we're ending on those two very much overdone, but somehow it looks like a really autumnal flush. Somehow it's working, even in two different shades and even overdone, but beautiful. Plus, I mean, really something beautiful to look at. And like I said, I don't normally do a follow-up video, but I just kind of felt like these are so pretty. I really wanted to show them to you. But again, I will link my other video, kind of the part 1, down below so that you can see those shades too, and hopefully pick some up for yourself. The release has been so strange in different countries at different times, in different Chanel boutiques, and then it went on Nordstrom and sold out, and Saks and sold out. I'm linking it at the Chanel online, and I do always list the phone number of my favorite Chanel sales associate, Nasy, down below, and you can call Nasy and see if she can give you some help finding it as well. So all of those are options. It's such a beautiful collection. We are still out some highlighters. There's some big highlighters coming, aren't there? So I haven't seen those yet, and we're not even into holiday. So we got to see what's around the corner, but I don't mind doing a Chanel follow-up because I think it's just really fun. All right, so go ahead and let me know which shade you like better. I frankly can't decide. These are some darn pretty blushes, but we are all blushed out this season. I don't know if any of them are that pretty to look at, though. Those are like pieces of art. All right, let me know your thoughts down below. That's what makes us a community. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I know that YouTube will recommend videos from creators that you've already watched, but if you actually hit subscribe, it's a great help, and I appreciate it so much. Plus, come on over and say a big hello on TikTok, Instagram, and now on Threads. Don't forget you can become a bigger member of this YouTube community by becoming a channel member for behind the scenes and weekly gossipy lives. You can shop from the links below. The retailers give a little back to the channel to go back into my more makeup. And you can also give super thanks, but really, truly, in any way that you are here, I am so grateful to have you, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.